Welcome into the 2-Minute Drill, the Friday edition of PFF's 2-Minute Drill. I'm with Anthony Treash and Ben Linsey. Anthony, I want to start with you. Deandre Hopkins, right now, according to PFF projections, will get about 1,100 yards. Are you going over that number for Hopkins in Arizona, or are you going under?
I'm going way over. I mean, this guy's been one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I mean, he makes Brandon Weeden and Brian Hoyer before Deshaun Watson look good. I mean, he's been the fourth most valuable wide receiver since 2010. He didn't come into the league until a few years later. I think he might even lead the league in receiving yards. So I'm going way over. I'm putting my next few paychecks on that.
I'm going to go over too, and I think a big reason is that Arizona offense. They took a big step forward last year with Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray as a rookie. I think they're going to take another step forward this year, partly because of Hopkins. He's going to be the number one option on that offense with Larry Fitzgerald sort of aging, being a possession receiver in the slot. I like Hopkins to go over that 1,100-yard number.
Yeah, this one's easy. I think DeAndre Hopkins goes over that. Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, sign me up.
Smart. All right. Now, Ben, you wrote an article over at PFF.com, the most underrated player on all 32 NFL teams. So which one is your guys' favorite?
I'm going to go with my guy, Dallas Goedert. When you come into the NFL and you're backing up a top-of-the-position guy like Zach Ertz, it's easy for people to underrate you. But Goddard's been one of the best tight ends in the NFL since he entered the league. He's actually graded better than Ertz since 2018 and is one of two tight ends with receiving and run blocking grades in the top 10 at the position with George Kittle. I think he's well on his way to being one of the better tight ends in the league.
Ben, I got to be honest with you. I wanted to go Gus Bus Edwards in Baltimore, but I can't choose a running back here. I'm going to Dory Jackson of the Tennessee Titans, a guy that came in the league very raw coming out of USC, but has slowly but surely, even with injuries, improved at the position. He reminds me in a lot of ways of Noah Igbenogany, the new Miami Dolphins corner, a guy with a ton of athletic tools, everything you want at the position to be a great corner down the road. Still a very young player. I think Adoree Jackson continues to get better, one of the more underrated cornerbacks in the NFL.
Austin, if you're going any cornerback on that list, you got to go J.C. Jackson with the New England Patriots. I mean, this guy was very disrespected this past year. I mean, imaginably so. I mean, you're playing against, Stephon Gilmore on the other side. You got the McCourty twins back there, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. There's all these big names everyone knows. But he should have been known for a lot more because this guy absolutely locked receivers up in press man coverage, the most important aspect at the cornerback position. He allowed a 14 passer rating in press man coverage. The next best was at 39, and that was his teammate, Stephon Gilmore. I mean, this guy's a lockdown player, and I'm excited to see what he does here in the years to come.
I like both those guys at cornerback, but switching over to quarterback, there's a lot of talk about the young guys in the NFL, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow. If you had those three, which would you rather start a franchise with moving forward?
This one might be controversial, but I'm going Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals. The college grading was fantastic at Oklahoma, better than what we saw from Baker Mayfield. And in this past year, in a clean pocket, had the 16th most big-time throws. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but for a rookie, the high end is so spectacular with Kyler Murray as he continues to get comfortable in that offense, as they continue to add weapons like DeAndre Hopkins. I really do think he can continue to get better. He has the arm talent, the athletic ability to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he's underrated in that group. Kyler Murray is my guy here.
You can't bring up college grading and saying Kyler had a higher grade than Baker when you're talking about Joe Burrow, who broke the record this past year, 95.0 PFF grade, by far the most valuable season we've ever seen. And that's no disrespect to Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray, but I got to go with Joe Burrow. I think he has the chance to be one of the best players we've really seen in recent memory. I mean, he is the complete package from an accuracy perspective, which is absolutely the most important part of the quarterback position. It was by far the best we've ever seen. So I got to roll with Joe Burrow. I think he's in a lot better situation than people think in Cincinnati, and I'm excited to see him.
And I'm sticking with Baker. I know he had a disaster of a year last year from a statistics standpoint, but looking at what he did at Oklahoma for multiple years and then coming into the NFL as a rookie and looking as good as he did, I think that sample size is worth a lot when you compare it to last year. Obviously, he needs to take a step forward next season, but I still trust Baker the most out of those three.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.